This machine can slice and package thousands of loaves of bread every hour. Every day, millions of loaves move through industrial bakeries across America. But before bread reaches supermarket shelves, it passes through one of the most automated food production systems in the country. A system built around giant mixers, massive ovens, high-speed slicers, and packaging lines designed to operate with incredible efficiency. Today, we're following the journey from raw ingredients to finished loaf. Every loaf begins with a relatively simple combination of ingredients: flour, water, yeast, sugar, salt, and other carefully measured components form the foundation of modern bread production. While the recipe may appear simple, the scale is anything but. Many industrial bakeries receive ingredients in bulk quantities capable of producing thousands of loaves every single day. Large storage silos hold flour in enormous quantities. Automated systems transport ingredients throughout the facility. Computers monitor measurements to ensure consistency from batch to batch. The goal is simple: produce the same product over and over again, with as little variation as possible. Once ingredients have been prepared, the mixing process begins. Industrial mixers combine flour, water, yeast, and other ingredients into massive batches of dough. Unlike a traditional bakery where small batches are mixed by hand or with relatively small equipment, industrial facilities are designed to handle enormous quantities continuously. The mixing process must be carefully controlled. Too much mixing can affect texture. Too little mixing can affect consistency. As the dough develops, it begins taking on the structure that will eventually become bread. After mixing, the dough begins its journey through a series of automated production systems. Large portions of dough are transferred onto conveyor lines, where specialized equipment divides them into precise portions. Each piece must meet strict size and weight requirements. Consistency is critical. Whether a customer purchases a loaf in one city or another hundreds of miles away, manufacturers want the product to be virtually identical. Once divided, the dough is shaped into forms that resemble the loaves consumers recognize. Rows of dough move continuously through the production line. What appears simple on the surface is actually the result of extensive engineering and automation. Before baking can begin, the dough must undergo proofing. During this stage, temperature and humidity are carefully controlled. The goal is to create an environment that allows the yeast to continue its work. As gases develop within the dough, the loaves expand. This stage plays a major role in determining the final texture and volume of the bread. In large industrial bakeries, proofing systems can handle enormous numbers of loaves simultaneously. Conveyor systems move the dough through carefully controlled environments, designed to produce consistent results. Once the dough reaches the desired size and structure, it continues toward one of the most impressive stages of the entire operation: the ovens. This is where the transformation becomes most visible. Industrial tunnel ovens can stretch for considerable distances and operate continuously throughout the day. Thousands of loaves may be baking at the same time. As the dough moves through the oven, heat triggers a series of physical and chemical changes. Moisture levels change. The structure of the dough stabilizes. The familiar crust begins to form. Gradually, pale dough is transformed into fully baked bread. By the time the loaves emerge from the ovens, they have developed the appearance, texture, and structure consumers expect. For many viewers, this is where the process begins to resemble the product found in stores. But the journey isn't finished yet. Freshly baked bread must first cool before moving to the next stage. Once cooled, the loaves enter one of the fastest and most fascinating sections of the entire production process: the slicing line. High-speed slicing machines process enormous quantities of bread with remarkable precision. Within seconds, entire loaves are transformed into perfectly uniform slices. Every cut must be accurate. Even small inconsistencies can affect packaging, appearance, and consumer expectations. Modern slicing equipment is capable of operating at extraordinary speeds while maintaining a high degree of consistency. This combination of speed and precision allows manufacturers to produce bread on an enormous scale. For many facilities, the slicing systems represent one of the most automated sections of the production line. As soon as slicing is complete, the bread moves directly into packaging. Automated packaging systems place loaves into bags, seal the packaging, apply labels, and prepare products for shipment. The entire process happens rapidly. Machines coordinate multiple tasks simultaneously while maintaining production flow. Efficiency is essential. Every delay can impact overall output. The result is a highly streamlined system capable of preparing massive quantities of bread for distribution. Once packaged, the bread is organized for transportation. Pallets are assembled. Products are prepared for loading. Distribution networks then move bread to supermarkets, convenience stores, restaurants, and retailers across the country. Millions of loaves travel through these networks every day. For consumers, the process is largely invisible. A loaf appears on a store shelf ready for purchase. Yet behind that loaf is an extensive manufacturing system involving automation, engineering, logistics, and large-scale food production. From bulk ingredient storage and industrial mixers to tunnel ovens, high-speed slicers, and automated packaging systems, countless processes work together to produce one of America's most widely consumed foods. Producing millions of loaves every day isn't simply baking. It's one of the largest food manufacturing operations in the country. And it all happens with remarkable speed, precision, and scale. If you have made it this far, thank you for watching and be sure to catch me on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share to your friends and loved ones. Stay safe.